Live from New Orleans, 2K Sports proudly brings you NBA basketball from the home of the Pelicans. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Good game here. We'll get this road trip started confidently for the Lakers. And, of course, Stanley Johnson. This phase really the integration phase as he's getting into the new flow with his new team. An exciting time for him for sure.
You know, I'm excited and somewhat anxious to see how this team is going to evolve since the trade was made. I mean, he is a guy that could end up being a key player for them as we get ready to hit that stretch run.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Lonzo Ball out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's LeBron in at the 3 slot. And we've all heard the rumors that have been floating around the last few seasons. A lot of speculation if Davis could get traded or a great leave in free agency.
I mean, Davis moving would be one of the rare situations where it literally could shake up the entire league. You hear a lot of different teams express their interest in him. But credit to Davis. He really has remained committed to New Orleans and has said everything you want to hear from a fan's perspective.
Rebounded by the Lakers. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And they had a ton of missed opportunities at the foul line. Now, that's always a game changer.
Well, 9 times out of 10, if you can't take advantage of the freebies at this level, the outcome is not going to be in your favor.
You can see it all over the league. Injuries, Brent, beginning to affect some teams, but it's hard to pay your stars and maintain a deep bench all under the salary cap. It's a very difficult dance to do.
This is why sitting next to you as a broadcaster is a really less stressful thing to do. Rather than be a general manager in the league.
Yeah.
So hard to make.
But you could be a general manager in this league.
Maybe at some point, Kevin, but right now.
Yes. Wow. Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Holiday surveying the floor. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
Yeah, offense sputtering just a bit here, 1 for 4 in the game.
And James throws it down.
Well, you got to try to keep LeBron away from the post as much as possible. That time, too deep, turns around, and gets the dunk.
To the inside, and stolen by LeBron. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. Here's Davis. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
The Lakers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. LeBron against Moore. Here's Kuzma. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Kuzma's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. For New Orleans, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Well, good collective team unity. Everyone pitching in, so trying to win for one another. That's a good thing.
Here's Miller. It's tipped. Holiday against Ingram. McGee, the pass to Kuzma. LeBron James on the wing. 38 points for him last game against Houston.
And, guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete 2-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
To the middle, here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Well, it's so nice to have the early lead. This is where you want to stick with what's working until somebody shuts you down.
Double team on Holiday. Outside, Davis. Clock at 6. And stolen by LeBron. And James with a clear path to the hoop. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The Lakers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Miller finds Davis. At the tip, Davis on the follow.
You think you have AD rooted out, but he can use his length and use his size and get another rebound.
Ball with it. 8 points his last outing. Pass to Ingram. From outside the arc. And Ball gets it to go on the assist from Ingram. Ball's got 5 points so far.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Outside Holiday. Rebounded by McGee. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 20-4 run right now. Really left alone that time.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Pelicans trail by 18. Moore with it. He's picked up by James. Teardrop shot, and the layup is up and in.
Well, that's speed shown from Etuan Moore. Good handles, and he glides right through the defense.
Ball kicks to Kuzma. Back to Ball. From beyond the arc. Doesn't go for him. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
Yeah, sometimes when you're pushing the action, you can see some great teamwork, and then all of a sudden the individuals on your team can take over. All of that here tonight.
And Etuan Moore has always been a solid shooter in the NBA, Greg, and he's continued to grow in that department.
I mean, just look at the career numbers from deep in terms of efficiency. And the last few years, he started to take on more and more volume in terms of the three-point shot. Hasn't changed his percentages, though, at all. And I would give him the green light as much as he wants from beyond.
6 on the shot clock. And Davis can't get it to go.
I like the defensive effort. They did a good job altering the mid-range shot and then making the shooter feel a bit uneasy.
And it goes down 2 points.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Last season, LeBron James becoming just the 7th player ever to score 30,000 points in a career.
Well, he's like a rare steak, Kevin. Obviously, he's not done. Might have the best shot of catching Kareem when it's all said and done in terms of total points scored in the league. Maybe approach 40,000, but ultimately, he's definitely in the top 3.
Holiday against Ingram. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the New Orleans Pelicans. Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell-Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
And Moore kicks to Payton. And the Pelicans miss again.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room. And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Moore outside. Back to Payton. Launches a 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 6 rebounds in the game. And the basket is good.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Down low. Here's Davis. That one wide left.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Kuzma passes to McGee, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the team's scoring leaders. The Lakers second.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
And here is Payton. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
A lot of those plays came off tremendous hustle. He was committed to ripping down as many rebounds as he possibly could in this one.
Outside Holiday. A rebound by the Lakers. Kuzma's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing, the passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, a while ago, Alvin Gentry and I were able to chat. We talked about keys to the game, and he thinks shot blocking has to be even more important. He said, look, we want to keep them out front as much as possible, but with our length and timing, we can protect the rim if they break us down. Kevin, he hopes that strategy will help them get their second win in this season series. Back to you.
Good work, David. Thank you. It sounds like defense is going to be the key for them today.
And it usually is. They try to use their D to make life miserable for every opponent they play.
And sometimes it's not just about one player. For them, it's about a complete defensive effort. In the paint, on the perimeter, in transition, they've got to be all over the place.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
LeBron James and his basketball instincts are absolutely incredible. How about that one there?
New Orleans has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Ingram against Holiday. Back to Payton. Shot clock at 6. To end the cold streak, and he gets the bucket. Payton's got his first points of the game.
I like to see this on a nightly basis happen a few more times. He knows he's got to get better at the mid-range jump shot.
Passes it to McGee. Fires the 3. And it's James missing.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Moore outside. Kicks to Holiday. The pass to Davis. Trying to get open is Randall. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Holiday.
You like the poise there from AD. He gets into some traffic, doesn't speed himself up, and ends up scoring.
James, the pass to Kuzma. Over Moore. Kuzma can't get it to go. The Pelicans shooting only 28% here in the first. A shoddy game offensively for them so far. No good from Moore.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job.
To the inside. Randall. And Randall throws it down.
A lot of people feel like Moore has natural point guard ability, so I like to see him find the open man.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's a good time to talk things over. Try to stop what's been a brutal run.
Yeah, he's got to use every device at his disposal at this point, and I think he wants to give other guys a breather right now.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Anthony Davis. Stanley Johnson comes in for Ejuan Moore. Jackson, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Frazier in for Elfrid Payton. Rondo finds Caldwell-Pope. Rondo against Frazier. Back to Caldwell-Pope. Randall grabs the board. Pelicans trail by 20. To the paint. Got a piece of it. And the basket by Johnson.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Frazier against Rondo. Over in the corner, Caldwell-Pope. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
And Caldwell-Pope drops them both.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
Here's Johnson. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And that's how you set up your teammates, done with a little bit of flair.
Pass to Caldwell-Pope. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Bullock, good.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
Frazier kicks to Randall. Over Muscala. And that one hits back iron. And so it's Los Angeles, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their D.
Well, there's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
Julius Randle is out there with Jahlil Okafor. Then there's Frazier. Then there's Jackson. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Bullock. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Down low, here's Randle. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Randle's got his second bucket of the night.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Rondo against Randle. Muscala, the pass to Rondo. Now, here is Muscala. Frazier covering. And it's Bullock missing.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. The G League is testing out more ways to speed up the game. Shorter overtime periods, a 14-second shot clock after an offensive rebound. I think those are necessary things.
I think they're worth trying out, Kevin. I don't know necessarily that they're necessary. Is that redundant?
No,
it might have been.
It makes sense when you say it.
But the Little League always exploring ways to improve the game, and I commend Adam Silver and the competition committee for trying.
Johnson goes in. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Soft touch on the lay-in. Not everyone has that.
Frazier against Rondo. He kicks it to Muscala. To the left wing. Pass to Rondo. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And sees the court so well, Rondo. As soon as the lane opened up, he was all over it.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Inside, Chandler with the steal. Here's Muscala. Tries again, and the layup is up and in.
But the edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Frazier outside. Okafor, high post, and there's the call on Chandler. That is his first foul of the game. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
The second overall pick in 2001, Tyson Chandler, again, started his career with the Bulls, where he and Eddie Curry were supposed to be a new version of the Twin Towers. That never quite worked out, and Chandler had 3 different coaches there in Chicago in his first stint.
Frazier kicks to Johnson. Okafor against Chandler, just 5 on the clock. And it's Okafor missing.
Wow, just shocked that he missed that layup. Not a lot of defense there.
Looking at Chandler's evolution, Brent, things really started to change in New Orleans.
Well, he averaged over 12 rebounds a game there in his first season under Coach Byron Scott, and then a few years later anchored that Dallas defense during their championship run with Dirk Nowitzki playing out of his mind. But there's still a lot of talk from Tyson Chandler about the mentors that he had early on. Guys like Charles Oakley, Scottie Pippen, Antonio Davis. Those guys really helped him to stay on course as a young player coming into the league.
And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and point it in the right direction.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Ingram, he's checked in for Mike Muscala, and Hart subbed in for Reggie Bullock. Now Rondo. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Passes it to Ingram. And it's Hart, top of the key. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here is Frazier. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Rondo dishes to Chandler. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
This is where size helps Chandler out tremendously. He knows he's got the upper hand in there and great at going into the contact.
Chandler hits them both.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And so it's Frazier who'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They host the 76ers after this game, and that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Here's Miller, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Miller's got his first points in this one. Here's Rondo. Gets it to fall from the right block.
Can't guard Rondo lightly. Even from inside, he's capable of finding a way to get to a shooting window and score.
Okafor against Chandler. Shoots a fader, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Guys, he can get this shot anytime he wants.
Now, you bet. With his height, not many defenders are going to challenge that mid-range jump shot.
Here's Rondo. Out to Ingram. Okafor with the steal. Jackson misses.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And no good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Frazier against Rondo. Frazier outside. Johnson from outside. And the call will be against Darius Miller. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for New Orleans. Holiday comes in for Frank Jackson.
Anthony Davis.
Feeds to Ingram.
Drew Holiday.
Over Miller. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Ingram's got 7.
And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot makes it very difficult to block.
And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. The Lakers #1.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
Who do you think is best at converting off his offhand?
I really do like Mike Conley in Memphis when he gets to, and I love his timing on it, Kevin, that running right-hand hook shot that he shoots from about 8 feet. And one of the reasons I'm so enamored with it is because Mike will shoot it in the 4th quarter with under 30 seconds to go on a critical possession. That, to me, screams of confidence. A tremendous offhand by Mike Conley.
When it means the most, he'll use that move.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that Kyrie Irving won't do it with his left in Boston, but Mike Conley pulls it out at some of the moments where you just say, wow, a right-handed runner with 40 seconds to go, 4th quarter, good on you, Mike Conley.
Payton against Rondo. Here's Hart. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got assist number 8 here in this one already. The Pelicans have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the 2nd quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Moore finds Davis. Over Chandler. And it's Davis missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Holiday with it. Now guarded by Ingram. The 15-footer. Holiday gets the bucket.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Rondo kicks to Hart. James, the pass to Rondo. Over Miller. Good D by Miller. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
A moment here to see some numbers for Payton. This past month, he's really set himself apart, averaging 12 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders when he's in the game. A great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
Over to the wing. Oh, good with the triple. Lakers leading by 23. Here's Hart. And the Lakers with another miss. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Monday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
In that matchup against the Bucks, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Kuzma. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for New Orleans. Now here is Holiday. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
LeBron using his length that time perfectly. When he's in the area, you can't throw up anything lazy.
It's taken away by Payton. Moore outside. Kicks it to Holiday. he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on LeBron James.
Holiday perks up a little bit when he gets to the inside, knowing that there's the possibility of some contact.
Well, Greg, Anthony Davis with so much talent, it's easy to take Drew Holiday for granted.
I mean, I think Holiday is the catalyst in terms of this team's ability to create and really put pressure on an offense. It has improved his scoring and become a very efficient option at that guard spot. Has always been selective with his shots, but now is pressing a bit more to get involved, and more aggression from him, I think, has helped his production.
LeBron with it. He's got 6, and there's the pass to Kuzma. To the middle. Here's Hart. They could use a bucket.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Davis. 3rd in blocks, 15th in scoring, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And you aren't top 3 in blocks unless you're committed to dominating in that category. His awareness and hustle is off the charts. Very impressive. New Orleans has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Payton finds Holiday. Now Davis. Payton outside. Lets it go with a 3. Ball with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
To the middle. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
He's torching the D right now, hitting a high percentage of all the shots he's let fly.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting 53% in the second quarter. Good ball movement, yielding good looks. And Holiday kicks to Davis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Anthony Davis, a great defender by most measurements, but you know, Brent, some feel his defensive development has plateaued the last few years.
He still gets a lot of blocks, over 2 a game for his entire career thus far, and he doesn't have the same impact that he once did, but you know, guys are shooting a lot more three-point shots, Kevin, so if you can find a way for AD to get from the lane out to a Steph Curry 28-footer, Alvin Gentry's listening.
Ball kicks to Bullock. Shot clock at 6. Over Davis. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job. The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to patrol the three-point line or you risk getting burned.
And he gets it to go. Kuzma's got 9.
And Ball sets up his teammates, and when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Holiday, the pass to Davis. Payton against Ball. Now here's Moore. He's tightly guarded. Payton outside. Fires from deep. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And it's Bullock missing. New Orleans has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Ball against Payton. He dishes it to Davis. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
Hart kicks to Kuzma. They get the rebound. Holiday, no one around him. Sinks the triple. Holiday's got 6 here in this quarter.
Really like the form from Drew Holiday there. He always looks to take those if the D is going to back up off him.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers taking a 19-point lead into the break. Barring a disaster, it would appear they've got this game in the bag. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, they had control in the first half. How were they able to do that?
Well, we turned the ball over, and our transition defense wasn't very good. We got to do a better job of executing, and we got to do a better job of just taking the shots that are available to us.
One thing at a time, get you back in. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. It was all about the Lakers as the game got going. They simply could not be contained, and their effort propelled them to widen the scoring margin to blowout proportions. Their confidence continued as they ended up leading still by a huge margin at the end of one. The second quarter didn't advance their lead, but they still dominated the half overall, ending it way, way out in front. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
I love how they opened the game up. They pushed the ball up court at every opportunity, and they put the defense on their heels. But it wasn't just a track meet. It was a well-thought-out strategy that the coaches had way beforehand. We'll see what adjustments get made to try to stop their transition game in the second half.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside, because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, that'd be a different story. But if
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now
Welcome back to New Orleans as we take a gentle cruise down the Mississippi River before returning to action. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from Stanley Johnson.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
Efficient so far with the shots that he's taken. His contributions have been fantastic.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Brandon Ingram's out there with ball, and it's McGee in at the center filling out the middle. Pelicans trail by 17. Holiday left side. And stolen by James. Ball dishes to McGee. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Ingram passes to Kuzma. Plays it up and banks it in. Kuzma's got 11 points.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
LeBron drives in.
Wow, LeBron on the roll. This time rocks it.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Payton finds Davis. Teardrop shot. Rebound the Lakers.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time he chose wisely.
Yeah, how about the versatility of Ingram? Just remarkable at putting the ball in the hoop in really a variety of ways.
Moore against James. Moore up top. 6 points for him. 4 on the shot clock. Over LeBron. LeBron with the block. And he's able to get it back. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Frank Jackson, he's checked in for New Orleans. Lakers leading by 21. And here is Ball. He's got 7. Pass to Ingram. From deep three-point range, and McGee kicks the ball. Out to Kuzma. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. He's got 14.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. New Orleans making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. LeBron passes to Ingram. And it's Ball in the corner. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ball's got 9 points.
And Ingram isn't just a sensational scorer. He can also dish the rock.
Johnson kicks to Davis. Shoots over McGee. And the shot falls short this time.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Ingram down low. The shot's good from McGee.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
On the wing, Jackson. He's covered by Ball. Davis finds Johnson. They double-team Johnson. Jackson has the open look. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Just like to see the defense get more aggressive. They are asking for trouble as they're giving up open looks to this point.
Johnson against LeBron. Pass to Kuzma. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Johnson. The finish. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
And where's the fight defensively? I mean, you know you need stops to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, down by double digits, failing to shut down the lane. It has been a rough night.
Jackson kicks to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. And it's Davis missing.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contested.
First free throw is good.
Interesting to watch LeBron James at the line through the years. Has tried many different free throw strokes. Not a bad free throw shooter by any means, but always tinkering.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Okafor's checked in for Darius Miller, and it's Frazier in for Drew Holiday. LA has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Ball dishes to Ingram. Shoots over Frazier. Nails the baby hook. 14 points for Brandon Ingram.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Frazier kicks to Johnson. And stolen by LeBron. To the paint. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Frazier the pass to Jackson. Back to Frazier. Knocked away. Stolen by Ball. Here's Ingram. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. It's Jackson with the drive. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. They'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Julius Randle's checked in for Anthony Davis. Passes to Kuzma. Out to Ingram. Just 4 to shoot. Over Jackson. Bank shot, no good.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he's also crafty with how he approaches it. Right there, he uses just the right move to lay it in.
LeBron against Johnson. LeBron kicks to Ingram. The pass to Kuzma. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Kuzma's got 16 points. And it's Frazier with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Randall left side. Shoots over Kuzma. Rebound the Lakers. Ball's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. James dishes to Ingram. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Frazier against Ball. Frazier outside. He kicks to Randall. The 11-footer. That one wide left.
That's a great effort on defense. He definitely rushed his shot a little bit down low.
Kuzma can't get it to go. The Pelicans have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Frazier outside. Randall against Ball. Here's Frazier. Offline with his 3. LA's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And it's Ingram missing.
Well, he made 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't found a way to connect again from outside during the second.
The kick out to Frazier. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
Poked away. Here's Ball. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Randall against Kuzma. Randall no good. The Lakers shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. And James gets it to go on the assist from Ingram. Ingram's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And the call will be against... Lonzo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Pelicans, E'Twaun Moore comes in for Stanley Johnson. And it's Payton in for Jackson. Some changes for the Lakers to end the run. Rebound by Muscala.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
And he makes the first. And so Bullock nails both of them. Now Payton, 7 points in the game. Randall left side to the middle. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
You know, we talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
The Pelicans have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. Rondo against Payton. Here is Rondo. He's got 6. Pass to Muscala. Stevenson outside. Shot clock at 6. And he hits the jumper for 2. Stevenson's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
And Moore kicks to Okafor. It's deflected. Randall against Stevenson. Good D by Payton. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. 1:19 left to play here in the third. Jacks up a 3. Rajon Rondo with the rebound.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Frazier the pass to Okafor. And that one, good.
Well, he's like a carpenter out there. Great floor awareness. Zipping the ball over to his teammates with ease.
Rondo against Payton. Rondo looking over the floor. He tries for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Okafor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Moore finds Okafor. New Orleans moving it around. Pass to Randall. Rondo against Frazier. Lets it go from 11, and it's in off the backboard. Frazier's got 5 points so far. Now here's Rondo. He's got 6. Passes it to Muscala. Stevenson outside. Off target with the open look. And so it's LeBron. James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Lakers shooting at 51%. Really solid. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. So for New Orleans right now, you've got Diallo. Frazier is out there with Ian Clark. Then there's Jahlil Okafor. And it's Hill in at the small forward. Bullock kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Clock at 6. Bullock, good. Bullock's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Lakers.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell-Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Clark, the pass to Hill. Puts up a 3. No good on the shot. And it's the Lakers on the break. Stevenson with the ball. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Bullock's got 4 this quarter. And it's Frazier with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's Hill on the wing. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. From 11 feet away, that misses off the backboard. Now the Lakers on the break. Stevenson with a clean look. The three-pointer is right on target.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And then there's the other team. Can't say that about them. Big gap in the recent field goal percentage between these two squads.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Did you ever think, Brent, that we'd see this many players, 6'10", 6'11", 7-footers, handling the ball and shooting like we're seeing them shoot from that kind of distance?
I'm hopeful for it. I've been hopeful for it, and it doesn't surprise me about what the league is. This is a very select group of people that have the right combination of DNA and genetics. And the fact that these guys are more and more capable with their skill set, not a surprise to me, Kevin.
So fun to watch, too. My goodness. Buries the long-range jumper.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
Hill kicks to Diallo. And the pass to Clark. Takes the three. And again, no good by New Orleans. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 10-2 run here. And Caldwell-Pope gets the basket.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Hill deciding where to go with it. Right wing. Here's Clark. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Lakers ball.
The Lakers have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Stevenson passes to Wagner. Caldwell-Pope on the wing. Pass to Stevenson. Three-pointer on the way. He can't get that one. The Pelicans have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Here's Clark. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. To the middle. It's stolen by Muscala. Caldwell-Pope passes to Wagner. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Commissioner Adam Silver has balanced his comments between wanting parity, Brent, and recognizing there are always going to be super teams. Is there middle ground there?
Is there middle ground?
I don't know.
I don't think so. You would like to have some of the teams just be more competitive than they are, but some of the creative, circuitous routes that teams have taken to put themselves into position to get better, younger talent has decimated.
What do you call that?
I don't have a term for it.
Okay.
I don't like the one that's used, so I don't have a term for it. Let's just call it setting yourself up for the future, Kevin.
Looking ahead.
Yes, exactly. So I just don't think you'll ever get it. You do hope that some of the starving franchises do have some success for the fans who have they've had to bear a lot. So you root for them.
Just 5 to shoot. Back to Bullock from outside the arc. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Hey, even though he's been off, the team's still winning, so the hope is that he's going to get going.
Jackson finds Clark. Here's Jackson. They need this one. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 10 points in just the second half.
You can blame some poor defense on that play. Just a total breakdown. Got to at least contest at some point.
And there's the feed to Muscala. Stevenson against Johnson. Out to the right wing. Jackson against Caldwell-Pope. No good off the front iron.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. Do you see a lot of player tampering right now in the NBA?
Well, how do you define it, Kevin?
Well, if a player wants to go out and recruit other players that may be under contract with another team.
I see that a lot then, Kevin. I mean, it happens all the time. Players talking about what are you thinking about doing and about, wow, don't you think this would be great if we could get together on the floor in 2021? Let's try to.
But management doing it is a completely different animal.
Management cannot do it, although some teams have walked that tightrope a little bit to the point where they've fallen off in recent years. But the idea of players not ever talking to one another about the potential of being together.
Come on, right?
It's always happened.
New Orleans moving it around.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Pass to Wagner. And here's Stevenson. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
To the inside.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Game is so wide open now, Brent. Such a great pace. Does that put more strain on bigger players physically?
I think it's putting strain on everybody. I think last year we saw,
regardless of size,
injuries to every position, the key guys at every position. I think that some of the physical motions that players have to perform in games because they're covering more ground and in susceptible positions, it's happening to everybody. The issue with the big guys, Kevin, is they're not playing. Less of them are getting more important time on the floor. So it's a strain on everybody.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Stevenson against Johnson, and Stevenson kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Now here's Bullock. He's guarded closely. 4 on the clock. There's the triple. Wagner can't hit.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
Bullock with it. Guarded now by Jackson. When they call the foul, he's headed to the stripe for one more.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Bullock, no good on the 3. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And Holiday kicks to Jackson. To the paint. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Stevenson against Johnson. Stevenson drives in. Here's Muscala. From outside, off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Inside. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Stevenson leading the charge. Got that bucket in no time at all.
And it's about the tempo, guys. It favors them. And just look at that score.
Yeah, I'm a little bit exhausted here trying to keep up with these guys, and I'm just watching. They always attempt to wear you out.
Jackson kicks to Okafor. Banked in off the glass.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Stevenson against Johnson. Back to Caldwell-Pope. Takes the 3. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist.
Boy, this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
Yeah, and making them. Once you get into this kind of rhythm with the 3 ball, it is so difficult for the defense to do anything about it.
Johnson outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to Jackson. Stolen by Caldwell-Pope. And Muscala has it in the corner. The putback. That one no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. Stevenson against Jackson. Dishes it to Johnson. Here's Diallo. Back to Holiday. 5 to shoot. From beyond the arc. And Wagner pulls it down. LA's gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. The three from Stevenson. It's hauled in by Diallo. Diallo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. That shot wide open.
When Holiday's hitting shots like that, they're in great shape. He is as consistent as they come from that area on the floor.
Stevenson passes to Wagner. Back to Stevenson. Now here's Bullock, guarded by Holiday. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And the foul's on Sheck Diallo. That'll be his second foul of the game. About a quarter of the players in the NBA were born outside the USA. Brent, could that percentage swell to half within a couple decades?
I don't think we're ever going to get that far with foreign-born players, but it's exciting to see all the representation around the league. We've certainly had some standouts, and I'm a little bit sad that this year might be the last year we see one of the most incredible players, if not the best European player the league's ever seen, in Dirk Nowitzki, probably retiring in Dallas after the year.
And it's Frazier with the ball for New Orleans.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
That's amazing defense from him. Seemed to know exactly when to pounce on the passing lanes and predictive steals.
Stevenson passes to Wagner. Off target from outside.
Man, that's a clean shot, too. You got to sink those. He must be disappointed that he blew that chance.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Caldwell-Pope for 3. Here's Bullock. Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
Now, the team came in fired up from the opening tip. You could see the focus. They're ready to do battle.
Okafor finds Holiday. Johnson in the corner. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.